like between your breasts or like whatever? Like, how would you take the money from them?
When you're behind the bar and the customer's behind you, you do your little thing and they'll put like a 20 or 100, whatever it is, and they'll put it behind your thigh and then they'll bring it down a little bit. See, get in as far as they can. I mean, it's a quick feel or whatever the heck. Pull your boobs out as much as you can without like showing your nipple or whatever, and you grab it like that.
Did you ever see Melissa like get the money in her boobs or down her pants?
Yeah, that's what we all did. That's how you got your money. You didn't just say no, you had to. That's how you got it. You got it through the thong in the back or from your boobs in the middle. Who's making it? I didn't graduate high school, but I think she did. But like, what girl's making $1,000 to $2,000 a night? A lot of the girls didn't get out of it. I got out of it quick and she got out of it quick. There's girls that are still doing it at 50.
I know this was a different time with cell phones, but you would think, I mean, does anyone out there, allowed. No one has a picture of Melissa laying on her back? You were not allowed.
There was a guy, forget his name, but he would call, like, I'd pay him to come in and he would do videos. I mean, he'd put these like collages together like that. I love dancing. And through all the years, all my birthdays, he would come in and you would pay him to come in, or he would just do Halloween parties. I forget his name. He's on my Facebook. I could see if he has any, but like, I don't, he's retired. He's in Florida now, but like he came in to do all the parties. I haven't reached out to him, but he would be the only one.
So when Melissa says, because she's done so many interviews, she keeps saying over and over and over, I wore shorts and a tank top, never anything less than shorts and a tank top. Obviously that was a lie.
She doesn't say she was stripping. She's talking about bartending, that she did it just a couple times because, she started as that, but she was awful. So she was either going to get fired or she was going to be a dancer. Like you have to do like almost flair to be a bartender at Lookers. Girls are no joke, and they're quick. And then she's clumsy. She's not that kind of girl. Like she's not quick like that. She can dance and stuff, but she's not like with numbers and stuff like that. And, she's not, like I said, I don't know her that well, but I observe everybody. What was funny? Years ago, I remember reading in Us or In Touch or one of those magazines, and it was Larry was the manager too. And she, from what I heard, I don't know if it's the truth, that she paid him to do an interview with TMZ, and they got him saying that she was his cousin and he would never let his cousin bartend. Never let his cousin dance. She bartended. And Larry is like, he's the biggest dick. Like he did that for her. But, there had to be money off the manager that he was the shit. So I don't know how that came about, but I read that. I was like, what? That's his cousin, my fucking ass.
And what about Angelo, like the manager you referred to before? Like, didn't he turn down money? Like they wanted him to basically lie and say she wasn't a stripper or change his story or something like that?
I was all the way in Pennsylvania and he didn't want to talk on the phone. And I was like, what's going on? Like, I didn't know that he drove all the way on his motorcycle from Newark to Bluebell to tell me in face to face, like what was going on, if I wanted to be part of it, and I just had my baby, and I wanted to help him because he went through a lot and he just lost his fiance. She was left and right hearing that, he was lying and it's like, it really kind of like fucked up a lot of things, this lie that she's been keeping for years. And and then when I heard again that you were coming into this, now gotta shut her down because I'm no liar. Number one. Number two, I ran that place. The owner's a very, very good friend of mine. And if I'm going to do whatever I need to do, and now my actors aren't making money, she's making all this money from a reality show, then tell the truth.
Right. So Angelo was the one on the show, Strippergate. That's the one that was in the salon, said to Teresa, she used to work with me, and Teresa pushed and said how. Right. So Angelo, because I'm referring to this article that you just referred to, Nicole, because I read that too. So like Angelo was very clear, Melissa was a stripper. Yeah. Yes. This Larry person did say, I believe it was Us Weekly, that she never was stripped. And you think, you don't know for sure, but you think what? That like Larry was given money by what?
Absolutely. Larry wouldn't do that for free. No way. No way.
And who would have given him money? Who do you think
she would have? She's got to cover. She had covered her ass because there's a lot of people that know. So she had to be careful. She had to cover her ass, like with whether it's the owner or, managers, or, I mean, like I said, I have a manager and a DJ that are willing to say something, but customers, they're irrelevant to this. The dancers, she wasn't friends with anybody. So it's like, she did her thing. She wasn't like they didn't have any proof, number one, because of the, you know what I mean? There's no cameras. But I ran that place. That was my place. So it's like, I know everybody, and I still talk to them to this day. I just went for Christmas to go visit Chris, the owner. Like, I mean, like, that's my place. That's why Angela tried to get me to do it, because like, come on, Jade. My dancing name was Jade, and just help me out here. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it now.
What was Melissa's dancer's name?
I don't remember. I want to say it was Melissa, because I asked Joe knows, and he's like, I'm going to ask Jean. That's the manager. She wasn't that important.
So Larry, who you think was offered money by Melissa,
yes,
just to keep this quiet, was he like the boss, or was Angelo the boss? Like, because there is conflicting.
Well, Angelo is Greek, so it's all run by Greeks. So Angelo had more pull, but Larry ran the show then. So like, and he was like rude to everybody, even the hottest girls. He ended up marrying one of the good, like, real good dancers there, but he was cutthroat. You weren't like, you couldn't schmooze him and get what you wanted. Like, you couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, you were late, you're done. You're not even working today. Like, that's the kind of guy he was. Angelo was nicer, not that nice. I was good friends with him, but you had to be friends with these managers to get your way, because every dancer's late, so she had to have, I mean, like I said, I don't have any proof, but Larry wasn't that guy that's gonna be like, okay, I got your back on this one. No, he's not gonna say that. But he did and make a comment that was his cousin. I'm like, that's not his cousin.
What about, so go back to Angelo for a second, and Angelo was offered money by Melissa?
Yeah, once he went on the show, they called him. Joe and Melissa called him. This is before he took the bike and came to see me, to say, hey, he was offered, I believe it was over 10 grand to retract his story, and he wouldn't do it. He would not do it.
Who offered him the money? Was it Joe?
Joe Gorga. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. I hope you're not mad at me, Angelo. Every time they go back, I've never seen somebody on a show, because this is what I do for a living. Never seen a reality show go to a scene times repeatedly, and it's something he wants to forget, because it ruined his life. His fiance, she broke up with him. She couldn't take it anymore. That's why he hates it. He hates it. But she ruined someone's life. The truth will set you free.
What about
and Teresa? That, I mean, come on, Teresa's been through a lot. It's not because she's always kept her mouth shut. She has.
And when was Angelo offered this $10,000? Was it right
after he was on the show? Yeah, after the show.
Joe Gorga reached out and
yes,
said,
they both got on the phone.
Story.
Yeah.